I'm not spying on the neighbours. There's a cat in the neighbourhood that's not mine, and I want to have a little close-up. But that's not why I'm on here, because I wanted to talk about what is the best advice that you have ever been given. This year I gave up teaching for lots of reasons, and when I came down south, because I used to live up north, I used to live up just outside Birmingham, and I worked in a school up there, and for lots of reasons I came down south. This is where my family is as well, down south, and I went on some supply teaching whilst I was looking for a full-time job. Now, I worked in a particular inner city school, and there was a PE teacher there, and he was amazing, fabulous, and he was a real inspiration, and he just had a real wicked way with the children, and they all loved him. And he would always give out pearls of wisdom and lots of really, really good advice. And whenever he had a particularly rowdy group of children, he said to me, "You just need to make them run. You just need to make them run." So he would have them going round the sports hall, running, and he'd be standing there, and all this wind would be going, children just running. Oh, my voice has gone. All these children running around the sports hall, and then he'd sit down and speak to them, and they'd all be really quiet and puffed out, and they would listen to him, and it was really, really good advice. So he said this advice works anywhere, because when children have got far too much energy and they're misbehaving in class, you just need to make them run. So in another school that I went to as a cover teacher, I'd quite often be covering student teachers because they weren't fully qualified, and you had to have a qualified member of staff in the room with them. So this particular teacher, student teacher, was a geography teacher, and there was lots of rowdy children in class and being very silly, and I was sat at the back watching what was going on, and I just thought this is getting a bit dangerous, because the boys were pushing and shoving chairs and tables into each other, messing about around the room, and I just thought, this is dangerous. This teacher's not got control of these children. So I said, "I'm really sorry, I'm just going to have to stop you here a minute, because I don't think the lesson's going quite how you want it to go." I didn't say this in front of all the children. I went up there and had a quiet word with him, and I said, "Do you mind if I interject?" And he said, no, that's fine. I'm losing control. I can see that. So I said to everybody, "Right, put your pens down, put all your bags down. We are going outside for a run." So they all jumped up, and I took them down to the netball court outside, and I made them run. And I said, "Right, everybody, I want you to do 10 laps of the netball court. But if you want to do 20, you can do 20. So round they went, round and 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 round. And they loved it. They absolutely loved it. And then we came back into the classroom, and it was a bit more peaceful. The moral of the story is, if you've got a group of children or adults just getting a bit rowdy and a bit irritable, just make them run. And that was always really, really good advice for me as a teacher with any class at any age. Just take them outside and make them run. So let me know, what's the best piece of advice that you've ever been given?